It's the show that launched Will Smith's career,
Hey, Uncle Phil! Oh.
gave us the Carlton, and introduced primetime viewers to hip-hop culture. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has often been lauded as one of the best shows of the 90s, but that didn't guarantee rewarding careers for its entire cast. After a reunion photo in late March of 2017 sparked unfounded rumors of a Fresh Prince reboot, we thought for this edition we'd do a little digging and see what our favorite Bel-Air family's been up to since the show's final episode in 1996. James Avery, Philip Banks. After spending 6 years keeping his nephew's boisterous personality in line, Avery enjoyed years of success, appearing briefly in quite a few different television shows and taking smaller roles in movies. Of his more notable parts, the former television father figure was in The Closer, The Division, Sparks, and lent his voice to the Connect Disneyland Adventures video game. Sadly, on December 31, 2013, at the age of 68, Avery passed away from complications after open-heart surgery. Though we may have lost our favorite Bel-Air judge, we'll at least have this snap of an older Smith looking very much like his on-screen uncle. Janet Hubert, Vivian Banks, number 1. Look up the definition of spiteful, and you might find an image of Hubert, the first of 2 actresses that portrayed Smith's television aunt. Rumors as to why Hubert was fired after the 3rd season range from a contract-breaking pregnancy to continued feuds with the production crew and cast, but none of it seemed to slow her down. After leaving Fresh Prince, Hubert appeared in various walk-on roles and is currently slated for the Marcus Garvey biopic. After missing out on the 2017 cast reunion photo, Hubert went public with some unkind words for former co-stars Smith and Alfonso Ribeiro. Daphne Maxwell Reid, Vivian Banks, number 2. After replacing a rather sour Janet Hubert in Season 4 of Fresh Prince, Reid didn't quite enjoy the same on-screen success as her predecessor. Instead, she and her husband, Tim Reid, owned and operated New Millennium Studios, a full-service movie studio, until 2014. In 2010, Reid and her husband founded the Legacy Media Institute, a nonprofit organization working with newcomers to entertainment media to pair them with professionals in the film and television industry. In April of 2017, Reid and her husband hosted a fashion show to benefit the LMI. Karen Parsons, Hilary Banks. Since hanging up Hilary's stable, fashionable garb in 1996, Parsons has sprinkled her presence in a variety of walk-on roles on Melrose Place and Lynx, eventually landing a longer run on The Job as Tony. While her career may not be incredibly active, Parsons has been keeping herself busy with her children, daughter Lana and son Nico, born in 2003 and 2007 respectively, and husband Alexander Rockwell, whom she married in 2003. In 2013, Parsons founded the Sweet Blackberry Foundation, a nonprofit devoted to teaching children about unsung black heroes through animated films. In 2017, she's slated to appear in the short On Monday of Last Week. Tatiana Ali, Ashley Banks. As Fresh Prince started to wind down, Tatiana geared up for her short-lived musical career, which didn't pick up enough steam to keep her from taking on occasional walk-on parts and a recurring role on The Young and the Restless. In 2008, she broke from acting and toured as a spokesperson for Barack Obama. In 2014, released a new EP titled Hello, and in 2016, married Dr. Vaughn Raspberry and gave birth to her first child, Edward Azard. A year later, Ali made headlines when a lawsuit she filed against creators of The Real was dismissed. Her acting career is still ultimately active, as she's slated to appear in The Good Nanny and The Reason in 2017. Joseph Marcel, Jeffrey Butler. Not everyone was destined for the spotlight, which may explain Marcel's fairly quiet career after Fresh Prince ended. Since 1996, he has made the occasional appearance on shows like In the House, Brothers and Sisters, Jericho, and A Touch of Frost, and even held lengthy roles in The Bold and the Beautiful and EastEnders. Marcel joined several shorts in 2016, including The Complete Walk, Henry V, and The Complete Walk, King Lear, and is starring in the Imagicon entertainment film Thrice. Alfonso Ribeiro, Carlton Banks. Almost immediately after Fresh Prince ended, Ribeiro landed a role on In the House and partook in walk-on parts and voiceovers. In 2006, he started his directorial career with All of Us, hosted the game show Catch 21 from 2008 to 2011, and started hosting America's Funniest Home Videos and Unwrapped 2.0 in 2015. but his claim to fame was, and always will be, the Carlton. For season 19 of Dancing with the Stars, Ribeiro took his keen moves all the way to the end and was declared season champions alongside Whitney Carson, of course ensuring his signature move showed up at least once. He may blame Fresh Prince for casting the Carlton Bang's shadow on his career, but he embraces it often, specifically during the world's shortest St. Patrick's Day parade in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Will Smith. Will Smith. Who has the time to run through all of Mr. Smith's big screen accomplishments? He's saved the world from aliens on multiple occasions, survived a post-apocalyptic world of vampires, ruled the Wild West, blew up the streets of Miami, gave the 90s some of its more catchier tunes, befriended Harley Quinn, and advocated for same-sex marriage. Though Disney's tight wallet will be keeping us from seeing Smith in the upcoming Disney live-action remake of Dumbo, fans will be able to catch him in future productions of Bad Boys for Life, Bad Boys 4, and Netflix's Bright. When not dominating the big screen, Smith is ushering his younger children, Willow and Jaden, into the limelight. Ross Bagley, Nikki Banks. He stole hearts as the youngest child of Phil and Vivian in the show's final 2 seasons, but all of that looking cute for the camera is far behind Ross. The grown-up child actor and former adorable kid hasn't had the most boisterous of careers, but his roles in The Little Rascals as Buckwheat, Independence Day alongside Will Smith, and most recently Gnome Alone and Dead Ringer have kept him active. If you really want to follow Bagley's current going-ons, it's best to follow him on Instagram at Boss Ragley. Looking for a new home in the Southern California area? Bagley also works as an agent for Keller Williams Realty. Jeffrey Allen Towns, DJ Jazzy Jeff. Following Smith into the limelight, Jeff joined the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as a recurring friend of Smith's, aptly named Jazz. Despite being bitten by the acting bug, Jeff's true passion lay with music. The hip-hop artist and record producer is still in the music scene, having produced 9 songs in 2014 alone. If you're big into clubbing, you may see Jeff pop up to man the booth at locations like Rehab Beach Club in Las Vegas, or you could just follow his career around the world as he stops at Dubai in the United Arab Emirates or Liverpool. Since the conclusion of Fresh Prince, Jeff and Will have teamed up for projects like the premiere of Hancock and will be taking the stage together in Europe in August of 2017. Or be sure to check him out right here on YouTube under the user Jeff Towns.